are new, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate you. If you aren't new, thank you for continuing to watch. Yeah. I be trying to keep these videos going, but the way my life is going, it's a lot. But guys, I am back. Today I just want to come to you with 10 things that you need to know before getting a BBL surgery. Because as I stated before, I feel like people go into it with the wrong perspective, and after they go in with that wrong perspective, they come out not liking their results. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of clarification on things that you need to know prior to going in, so that you will have that knowledge when you come out. Just in case things don't go the way that you expected them to go, you'll be knowledgeable on already knowing that that could possibly be a possibility. So let's get right into the video. Number one, I've seen so many people come out of surgery and they be like, oh my God, my doctor put a dent in my butt, or I have a dent in my butt. But they may have not been from your surgeon. If you don't pay attention to your body before surgery, then you may come out of surgery unhappy. I have dents on my butt, but they're not from my doctor. They were already there prior to having surgery due to cellulite. Now, some BBLs could help with your cellulite, and there are some where you don't. So make sure you're paying attention to your body before going into surgery, because that is one thing that you could possibly still have coming out of surgery. I know my cellulite came back a week later after getting my BBL. So it did work for a week, but after that, the dent was back in my butt. So sometimes surgery can get rid of those dents, but then sometimes surgery don't get rid of those dents, they come right back. So please look at your body, feel around, and see, just to make sure, just so when you come out of surgery, you're not blaming your surgeon for the dent still being in your butt, or you're not blaming him that you need a revision. So surgery doesn't always fix that. So I just wanted to make that clear. If you come out, you may have dents in your butt. Most likely it was cellulite you already had in your butt prior to getting surgery that you never paid attention to. So that's one tip. Two, this is just something that I've noticed when I go out more, like go into the store or something like that. It's just like the attention that you get from people, like looking at you, side-eyeing you, just staring at you. And I'm like, people act like they ain't never seen a butt before. Like women and men just staring like, what are you looking at? Like just completely staring off at you. And you're just like, it's so awkward. Like people just looking at you. It's a little weird, but you're gonna get the looks and you're gonna get the stares. So just know it's coming. This is one thing that I've seen a lot of dolls do, and then they come out unhappy with their body because they are mad because of the weight loss after surgery. I know a lot of people, or a lot of slim girls, gain weight for your surgery. The only issue with that is if you're just a really slim girl and you're only gaining weight for surgery, that weight is not going to stay because you're only gaining that weight for surgery. And whatever you did to get to that weight, you'd have to continue to do that to stay at that weight. If you don't continue to do what you did to get to that weight, that fat is just going to leave, because that's not the normal weight that you were before. You just did that in order to get your surgery. So just be very mindful of that, because people come out and they're not happy with the results because they may have lost their butt, the fat didn't survive. Once the swelling go down, they don't see a big difference. So just make sure that you are very aware of that when you are going to get a surgery and you are a slim girl. Guys, this is one thing that I did, because this is one thing that I always do, regardless of where I'm going. I always tend to overpack. Don't overpack for this surgery, because don't. Seriously, don't. You don't need 1,000 gowns. You don't need 1,000 dresses. I wore the same gown to sleep every night. I'd get it washed and wear the same gown to sleep. You only need one gown. And most likely I wasn't in the gown. So the only time I wore the gown really was to go to my post-op massages. So that's the only time I wore the gown. So you only need one gown. You don't need 1,000 gowns. You only need one robe. You don't need clothes. Cause you're not gonna, I promise you, you're not gonna wear none of them clothes. You're not gonna wear none of the outfits. You don't need to go buy 1,000 dresses from Amazon, because I did and I wore 0. Like, you're gonna be in your garment. So you really think you're gonna walk around in clothes? You're not. So please don't go to Amazon buying all these little dresses, these little maxi dresses. You're not gonna need them. You're not. You really not. All you need is a gown or robe in your garment, because that's all you're gonna wear. When you get to your hotel, all of that stuff gonna be off. The only time you're gonna need it is when you're going out to go get your massages. That's it. So now for the stuff like the foams, the pads, the baby wipes, and all that stuff, please pack that stuff, because you're gonna need it. And I'll make a video on exactly what I use and the things that you may not need, because you may not need it. So yeah, just be very mindful when you're packing that you don't need to pack a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff, because most likely you're not gonna even use it. So number 5, watch your appetite after surgery. Please, because if you do not, number 1, you're gonna ruin your results. Now, right after surgery, yes, feed your fat, please. Like right after your surgery, please feed your fat, because yeah, feed it, because you're gonna need to feed it. But after that, if you 2-3 months, please stop eating so much, because I promise you, it's gonna catch up with you, because it caught up with me. And I didn't even notice until I decided to one day to want to take a picture, and I'm wondering why I'm looking like a whale. No ma'am. Look like a whole whale in this picture, and I'm like, who? Why? Face was just here, like, no ma'am. No ma'am. Y'all, it will catch up with you. I know how bad we want to continue to feed the fat, because we don't want to lose our butt. But at the same time, you need to make sure that after your swelling and stuff is gone down, you starting to see the fluff there, you can stop eating. Because if you don't, the weight is going to sneak up on you. And although what happened to me is I didn't see it in my stomach, so I didn't think like, I'm thinking that it's just going to my butt. And it's not. I was like, oh no. I'm not finna go into the summertime looking a mess. Don't spend all your money on the surgery and waste it. Like, get your life, please. Because I'm telling you from experience. Last week, I decided like, oh no, I need to get myself together. I need to start eating right, working out, all the stuff. And I've lost a total of 9 pounds already in 1 week. Like, I am not playing at all because summer is approaching. And I'm not finna go out here looking a mess. I'm not. So, please don't ruin your results. Make sure you're very mindful of what you're eating because the weight will sneak up in places you may not be paying attention to. So yeah, number 6 goes along with number 5. I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm gonna tell you anyway because I'm trying to help you. So I want to make sure that you're not going to the surgery with the wrong perspective and you understand that you're gonna still have to exercise. You're still gonna have to eat right and all of that stuff to maintain your results, because if you did not have a diet going into surgery, when you come out, you're going to continue to eat what you were eating prior, and eating all that stuff basically is going to go to other areas of your body, as I stated in tip number 5, which was my face. My face is the first thing that shows when I gain weight, and I didn't like it. I hate when my face gets fat. Like this area was like down here. Like, no ma'am. I don't need a double chin and a nice body. It doesn't go together. Sorry. So, like when certain celebrities, they see working out, they're like, oh my gosh, she got her body done. Why is she acting like she's working out? She's not acting. She has to maintain her results regardless of how much lipo you get done. The weight can come back at any time. So that's why you see people, they get their body done, such as certain celebrities, but you also still see them in the gym because they have to continue to maintain their results. Otherwise, they're gonna look a mess. They're gonna look a mess. They're gonna look a mess. So, you have to maintain your results. You have to work out. You have to eat right. You have to, it's the only way that you're gonna get your body to where it needs to be. Number 7, be mentally prepared for the hate. The hate is coming. You're gonna get hate from jealous people. You're gonna get hate from men that have no idea what a BBL is. They feel like you're sticking some type of butt shots or implants in your butt. So men always feel like it's either butt shots or implants. They're not very knowledgeable on a BBL and not realizing it's your own fat from your own body. There's nothing in my body that ain't supposed to be. So you're gonna get annoying men getting on your nerves. Then you're going to deal with females, hate from people you don't know that always got something to say, that don't know you. People are social media bullies. So if you're the type of person that's always on social media, taking pictures, doing this and the third, just know there's going to be some hate from miserable people. Just be mentally prepared for that, because if you're the type of person that can't handle negativity, I need you to prepare yourself because it's coming. Unless you're just a person that stays to yourself, and a person that is private, a person that really never engages with social media, you'll be fine. But for the ones that do like me, the hate is going to come. Just let you know. People are going to critique you on every little thing about your body, only because they're miserable. They are. There's no reason for you to comment on somebody's post you don't even know. Because if you was in my face, you wouldn't say none of this stuff. But people be so hard behind the keyboard. You hide behind a keyboard and no profile picture. Like, so confused. I'd be so confused, like, okay, and you are, but if it makes you sleep better at night, congratulations. Number 8, I've seen people that are unhappy with their results, and they would say things such as, my doctor, they feel like their doctor didn't do a good job because they still have a belly in the front, or they still have back fat. If you're a heavy-set person going into surgery, they can only take out 4 liters of fat. So if you have more than 4 liters of fat on your body, you're still going to have a little bit of fat left over. I still have a little bit of back fat on my back, but I was knowledgeable on that. Like, I had done my research, so I knew that was a possibility. Like, but you still gonna have back fat if you had more than 4 liters of fat on your body. Like, this isn't a quick fix into thinking that you're gonna come out a certain way. That may not be the case. You may need 2 rounds to get your body the way you want it to be. Just being honest. This is not a weight loss procedure. So don't go into surgery thinking that you are gonna come out a different weight than you were coming in, because I went into surgery as 173 and I came out of surgery as 175. So I think the 2 pounds came from maybe being swollen and being filled with fluid. So after that, I went back down to 173. So don't think you're gonna lose 10 or 20 pounds, because before I did my research, I did think that. I don't know why, but I did. But thankfully I did my research. You're not. So if you're not happy with the weight that you are now, you're not gonna be happy with the weight that you are coming out, because you're gonna be the same weight. Unless you lose your appetite after surgery, that's when your weight is going to go down. But most likely, if you lose your appetite and your weight goes down, that could affect your results. So please make sure you try to force yourself to eat, because if not, you could potentially lose the fat in your butt that you want to survive due to not feeding the fat. So please feed your fat. I haven't experienced the not having an appetite after surgery. I didn't experience that. But for those who do experience that, just try to force yourself to eat, because you don't want to ruin your results. You don't. So please feed your fat. But just know it's not a weight loss procedure. It's not a weight loss procedure, guys. Like, do not think that this is a little quick fix type of surgery that you're gonna come out looking like somebody that you're not gonna come out looking like, especially if y'all don't have the same body type. And that goes into number 10. Tip number 10 is you can't compare yourself to somebody else, especially if your body doesn't look like theirs. It doesn't matter that you're the same weight and the same height. People hold fat in more areas than the other. So for example, I may hold more fat in my thighs. You may hold more fat in your stomach, but we are the same weight and we're the same height. And then we go into surgery and come out, and then you're mad because you don't look like me. So you can't base yourself off of somebody else's results, because you just can't. And some people's skin may retract more than others, so you can't go in and say, my doctor didn't suck me out enough. You don't know that. Like, you don't know how their body heals and how your body heals. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's body heals different. All of that. So please do not compare yourself to somebody else, because if you do, you're going to come out being disappointed. Even if we are shaped the same, you still not going to come out looking like the next person. Like, you not. You are totally 2 different people. So I just wanted to give you guys a few tips that you guys can go into surgery with, so that you will have the right mindset coming out, just in case your body doesn't go the way that you want it to go. You will be prepared for what could happen. So yes, those are the tips that I want to give you guys. If you are planning on getting a surgery, I just want to give you some tips that you may not have been aware of, just so that you could go into surgery mentally prepared. So yes, that is all the tips that I had, you guys. If you have any more questions or concerns, please comment them down below. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. But again, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon for another video.